Alright, welcome back. So, you guys ready? Time to take out the Joker. Alright, now, the same way that... Well, this part would be the same like the other ones with the cops. Only difference is there won't be so many cops helping you. And there will be a lot more Joker guys in here, so you guys got to be careful. Now, for this part, you got to make sure that you don't get knocked out, as well as use your Solar Cola to heal yourself. As well, that if you took the supercharge that I got that heals you, you got to make sure you don't use it. Otherwise, you won't get credit for not using any consumables, because it'll count against you. Now, the only hard part about this is when you're actually fighting the Joker. I had a fairly easy time on my other characters, and sometimes I would have a difficult time. But I think it's a lot harder on the villain side, because it's been a couple of times where I'm trying to smash the device that the Joker, well, that Batman would drop, and he would still be able to hit me while I'm trying to, destroy it. So I think the villain side has a bit of a hard time with this quest opposed to the hero side. But that's just from my personal experience. Alright, so we're going to be doing the same thing that we did at the other part of the quest, which is taking out the Joker goons. We don't have to break presents, but we do have to free the cops. Now, as you can see, everybody's kind of in their nice little dress-up clothes for the party and stuff that was supposed to be going on. And as you can see, the Joker crashed it, and everything went south. Alright, here's another investigation. So, we're at 4 out of 6 now. So don't worry, all of them are in here. As you can see, if you didn't catch it, in that corner right there was another briefing. Alright, so everything is straightforward. So you just beat the crap out of these guys and just head on through and try and free as many cops as you can, so that you can get that added assistance. Alright, so we're gonna free this guy, and there you see it? Okay. Now, I will admit, if you're not looking for these, you'll kind of miss it. It's like right in the corner. You would never think to turn around unless you had somebody behind you and went to go, beat them down. As you can see, everybody's going down pretty quickly, and the stone grab is still as useful as when we first got it. I can just pull them away from the group so I don't aggro everything, and take them out one by one. Now, as far as I know, there aren't any Joker goons in the presence in this part of the quest. I think it's just cops. So every box that you'll find, it's not many, but almost every one that you find, there'll be a cop in there to assist you while you're doing the quest. Look at that, just pull him right out of the room and take him out. It's so easy. And I think that works best, because then you don't have to take that added, that extra damage from people who are standing in the back just using their range. And since I grabbed the WAG guy, I didn't have to worry about being charged. Now, you'll get to a point in this part where there'll be some health barrels around, so if you're not having such a good time, you'll be able to, there'll be a way for you to get your health up, so you're not fighting at less than half, or you're about to die. So that makes it really easy. Alright, now for these guys that's hooked up to the bombs, all you gotta do is press E over it and it'll go down. Now this is the part that I was talking about, where the health barrels drop out. Now, be aware that if they break the health barrels, they will get healed. So that's something you got to be careful of. As you can see, I'm hitting him and he's getting healed from the heal barrel. I should have pulled him out. And there will be our 5th investigation for the quest. As you can see in the corner right there, there's another treasure box. Our next achievement for the treasure boxes will be either, I think, 10 or 25, which will be another 10-point feat. It might be 25 if I'm correct. Now for this part, do not dive into the group of Joker guys. After you beat the 2 that come after you, 2 more will come. So they'll come like that. It'll be 2 right after another. So you don't have to dive in, because you'll wind up getting taken out pretty quickly. I mean, you could throw a barrel at them and beat them down as quickly as possible that way, but the easiest way to do it is to just wait until they come after you and then take them out that way. It'll be 2 at a time, so you won't have to worry about getting swarmed. And here are the last 2. See? Two at a time. And by then your health should be full, since you know you had about a good 4 or 5 orange barrels in here. And remember, every one of the orange barrels you break counts towards the orange barrel feat. So we got the 10 for the orange barrels. Well, let me see. You should have got the 5 from when we were on the Brainiac ship. If you didn't, when you did Area 51 as well as Gorilla Island, get the 10 or for the orange barrels, and you should have it. If not, then you'll get the 10 and 25 one along the way. I haven't found, as far as I know, a good place to farm for the orange barrel feat, but the red barrels, you can actually just stay in Area 51. The second part of that, after you beat the first boss and you're heading to the next section of the area, those red barrels keeps respawning, so you can actually stay there for the whole 250 orange barrels and get the, what's that, I think it's 3 10s, 2 25s, and then 150 feat points for that. So that's a good place to keep in mind for your red barrel, so you won't have to do it later. So even now you can re-queue for Area 51 and go in and do it that way. Alright, so now we're at the Joker. Now this quest was actually fairly simple. As you can see, it wasn't a lot of, you know, fighting a bunch of guys, turning in the quest and then going to the next area. This one was actually straight to the point. And remember, the briefing for this one is the Punchline Episode 2. So at the end of this, after we get the rest of the investigations, you'll get another Joker mask. Alright, so let's go in here and help the Batman take out the Joker. I actually like this, and you see right behind the present there's our 6 investigations. So that's all 6 investigations, and I'll show you where the 2 briefings are, because they're actually in this room. There's one, if you didn't catch it, behind that wall, and the other one is on the opposite side. My damage is so low. Alright, as you can see, he dropped a little device and we can go ahead and break it. Now, when I did this on the villain side, I was having such a hard time breaking that stupid device, because it was one thing for me to have to wail on, you know, the Batman for him to drop it, but when he did, he was still able to hit me, so I wound up having to do the quest on the villain side so many times. Now, as you can see, after you break the device, more Joker guys spawn, and you got to take them out, and that's going to happen 3 times. So be mindful of your health, so you don't wind up getting knocked out. If you need to, try and, you know, run around and grip them one by one if you have a skill that'll pull them to you, or if you can do an AoE knockdown and try and, you know, beat them as quickly as possible that way to avoid taking a lot of damage. Now it's a little different on me, since, you know, my damage isn't as high and he's just dwindling my health down. And if you guys notice, I took my soda cola off my bar so that I wouldn't accidentally hit it. I should probably do that to the supercharge, but you know, when you're doing the questing, that supercharge is really helpful, especially since I prefer playing on the PvP phase of the game, so I enjoy the combat, and it's always nice to have a heal. Alright, there's the second group of there's the second group of Joker guys. Alright, see, knock everybody down with that skill and just finish wailing on them. Alright, my stone guy just died on me, and I am getting really low. don't. I'm gonna just use my supercharge because yeah, I'm gonna die. Okay. Alright, so I won't get the feat for not using a consumable, but remember, if you get knocked out, as well as if you have to use a heal or something, you can always come back and do this later. If need be, just go and turn the quest in, and then come back and do it. I mean, and another thing is that you don't necessarily have to do this alone. You can party up with somebody, or you know, a group of people, and come and do it as a group. Or you can get, you know, one of your friends that's already level 30 and come in here and just kill everything for you. That'll also make it easier. It doesn't scale with the highest person in your group or some crazy stipulation like that. And I'm about to die again. Oh, this supercharge is so helpful. And it's the animation is cool for it. Oh yes.
To meet the star of the show, please give a big round of applause for our guest of honor.
And here's Commissioner Gordon. He would be in a present. Alright, we got more Joker guys. So same tactic. Go in and just wail on them one by one. Alright, since all of them aren't focused on me, that makes it a little bit easier. Man, I am really losing a lot of health. And let's clean up the rest of them.
I'm going after the Joker. Make sure Gordon gets out.
See? Really easy and simple. And I'll let you guys enjoy the nice little cutscene that comes along with it.
I've got to get back to the station and see about cleaning up this mess.
Let me tell you a story. A bat saves a scorpion from drowning in a river, but as the bat carries him out of the churning, deadly water, the scorpion stings the bat. In terrible agony, the bat asked why. I tried to save you, now we'll both die. And the scorpion says, that's the point, sucker. Oh, I love that story. Cracks me up every time.
Man, I swear, you gotta love the Joker. I mean, a phenomenal villain. He's got to be my best villain. Out of all the superheroes that I love, he has to be my best villain. And as you can see, we're level 15. We're halfway there. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my grappling hook. So now I can pull myself to buildings as well as pull myself up. So we should be able to do our races a lot faster. Alright, now here's one of the briefings. So this is briefing number 5.
This is Lucius Fox for the special.
Alright, and we're going to head over to the other side of the room.
As you know, Wayne Tech is
And here's briefing number 6.
Our readings indicate
Now,
these
if I'm
extra
correct,
canisters
there's a third part to this, I think. Wait, it should let me know.
Everything's booby trapped.
Oh, it didn't show up. But I think there's a third part to the punchline. Alright, so you can go ahead and exit, and you can turn in your quest. Now I'm going to equip that because it has a lot of defense and some nice health on it.
time before we track down his toxin source.
And I'll go over the research things you get. I'll explain those to you guys in some later episodes. But there you go. Alright, I hope you guys enjoy, and I can't wait to see you for the next part. And remember to subscribe.